What is good, YouTube? What's you here? This will be my video on Man of Steel 2, which is one of the most anticipated videos I've had on this channel. So in this video, we're going to break down and discuss why Man of Steel 2 is being delayed, and also will Man of Steel 2 ever be made. So I'm going to play a clip right now from Henry Cavill himself at Ace Comic-Con discussing the Superman movies, and then I will be back to discuss exactly what is happening.
The wonderful thing about movies, is that it's a suspension of disbelief. We're talking about a guy who can fly and shoot lasers out of his eyes. And so there are ways of doing it, but telling these stories is about your enjoyment. It's about my enjoyment. It's about enjoyment for the viewer. And so we could spend 4 hours of movie explaining why and how Clark comes back. But is that what you want to see? No, right. I mean, if I had billions and billions and billions of dollars and I could make 6 movies a year, all based on Superman, then yeah, we can go through that. It'd be like Game of Thrones. Trilogy. Can I borrow some money?
This one's gone off as well.
Hello?
Hello? There we go.
Where's the money?
Yeah. That's what my mother said. When I had a nice conversation, don't mention politics or money. We will work something out. Absolutely.
So context is everything. So the video clip you just listened to, if you listen to it, is from Henry Cavill back in 2017 at Ace Comic-Con. Now, the reason I'm playing for this is for the timeline of the video, for the context. So back in 2017, during this clip, Henry Cavill is very passionate about being Superman, being Kal-El, being Mr. Clark Kent, etc. So the context is there. So back in 2017, he said, we're going to make the movie, we're going to make it right. Now, this was in an uncertain time when we didn't know what was going on with the future of the Superman movie. So he keeps reassuring people he is still Mr. Superman, and he still does it. Obviously, at this time, he wasn't Geralt of Rivia, he wasn't The Witcher, but that doesn't really change anything. So now, I'm going to play the latest clip we have of him during the 2019 The Witcher press junket from December. So it is only a few months back, so let's go over that. Then we can get the full context on, is Henry Cavill still Superman or isn't he? This is for the whole context for the timeline of the video. So let's play this Witcher clip right now.
Fan of your work, and
thank you very much.
I think Man of Steel is an absolute masterpiece that I've seen 35 million times.
You and me both, man.
I think you are genuinely the greatest Superman to ever live, and I want you to continue playing the character.
Thank you very much.
I just wanted to know your thoughts real fast, if you had any. I know you're waiting for this question all day, but what are your thoughts on people being so vocal about the Snyder Cut, and is it something that you have seen, or would you want to see it?
I have not seen any Snyder Cut. I don't know if there's anything that exists that is a Snyder Cut. I'm sure there's footage out there which has probably been pieced together over the years. I'm always interested to see how that stuff turns out, but that is very much a chapter in my past. I would rather talk about what is going to happen in the future, the future of Superman, how I can express that character from the comic books, which ties in nicely to Man of Steel. Man of Steel, I really like that movie, and I'd like to be able to tell the story where it was left at that point.
Will we get that?
I can tell you nothing.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so awesome if that happens.
It would indeed be awesome.
Why you always lying? Why you always lying? You stole my song. Stop fucking lying.
Where it was left at that point.
Will we get that?
I can tell you nothing.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so awesome if that happens.
It would indeed be awesome.
So that clip was from Kevin McCarthy back in December about The Witcher press junket, where you get to ask certain questions. So he asked a question about the release of Snyder Cut, which is definitely coming, it's definitely real. We've got a bunch of videos, make sure you check them out. I'll leave a link down below. So he went on and spoke about Man of Steel. He'd love to pick it up where the last one went, because he's got so many comic book stories he wants to tell. But the last 10 seconds of the interview, I kind of replayed it and then put an insert of a meme in between it. I can tell you nothing. Okay, why are you always lying? Now, I'm not saying he's lying, but why are you always lying? So why I'm saying that is he's like, oh my gosh, can we get that? He's like, I can tell you nothing. Now, in my experience of doing this kind of stuff, when someone says, I can tell you nothing, it means they know nothing, or it means they know something, but they're not contractually allowed to tell you because they've got said contract. Now, also in the news is Henry Cavill keeps promoting himself as being Superman. During the press junket for The Witcher, he told Men's Health UK he is not given the cape up. Okay, so now you're up to date with all the recent interviews and all the information we've compiled. People think Man of Steel 2 cannot happen. Well, we've got the main star of the first movie, Man of Steel, which did make money. It made more money than a good bunch of movies that have come out recently. So it's not a case of can this movie be made? It's a case of when will it be made? Now, Henry Cavill and The Witcher production have both said that Henry Cavill doing The Witcher is not going to interfere with him doing another movie, Man of Steel, Man Uncle 2, another Mission Impossible. It will not interfere with projects that don't interfere with the scheduling for that TV show. So, Man of Steel 2 is coming, in my professional opinion. I've heard from inside sources behind the scenes that it is coming. It's a case of when. Also, we have recently found out that The Rock and Danny Garcia is the manager of Henry Cavill and also the manager of The Rock. They both want Mr. Henry Cavill's Superman inside the Black Adam movie in some capacity. Even if it's just a cameo role, a post-credit scene, like Henry Cavill was meant to be in Shazam 1 when he walked into the canteen and it was a stunt double. Why did they use Henry Cavill's stunt double? It has been confirmed and verified to be Henry Cavill's stunt double for the Superman. So it wasn't anyone else's stunt double, it was Henry Cavill's stunt double specifically. And yes, comment down below how I say that wrong, guys. If you haven't realized I say that word wrong, so you comment. Yeah, it's kind of a trigger word. So let's get back to it. So Henry Cavill is Superman as far as he's concerned. Back in December, that clip we've just heard him say, I can tell you nothing because you know something. He cannot say, well, I don't know. I just don't know, so I can't tell you anything. He didn't say the words, I don't know. He says, I can't tell you anything. So it's clear to me and a lot of insiders and people in the industry I've spoken to that something is happening behind the scenes. Now, you hear this propaganda that Warner Bros. Does not know what to do with Superman. Really? Brandon Routh, variation of Superman, which I personally do not like. He was in the crossover with the Arrowverse crossover, so you don't know what to do with him. Okay? Then we get the OG, the Smallville Superman, although he didn't actually become Superman because he lost his powers. He did agree in that role to do it as long as he didn't have to Superman and physically be Superman. So you're telling me Warner Brothers does not know what to do with Superman, yet there's all these different variations of Superman, and you've even got the Sparrowverse version of Superman. Tyler Hoechlin's version is getting his own TV show. Yet you're telling me Warner Bros. Movies, DCEU know not to do nothing with Superman. And then in the Shazam movie, Superman's in the movie, and there's Superman Memorabilia. It's set post Batman vs Superman, post Justice League. Yet you're trying to say you don't know what to do with said property. Now, what I think is going to happen is Henry Cavill Superman is going to appear in either Shazam 2 or Black Adam 1 in either a cameo role or a post-credit scene. Now, you don't have to believe me, but the evidence is there. All this talk about Supergirl being introduced during Black Adam, which it potentially could happen. Obviously, it most likely won't be Emma Watson. That's just the thumbnail I used for a different video when we spoke about that. Obviously, Supergirl could appear because Supergirl is quite, well, okay, she's not at the moment. She was quite popular during season 1 and 2 of Supergirl and maybe 3 with Reign on the CW, but the TV show version isn't as popular anymore. So we know the Superman and Supergirl character are very popular. The Titans even use Superboy So we know Warner Bros. Have used the Superman franchise characters in some capacity. So we know that is true. Regardless to what Amy Adams came out and said, well, I don't know, they're going in a different direction. Obviously, they're going in a different direction. They essentially forced Zack Snyder out during the family crisis that they had. And that is why the release of Snyder Cut is the strongest fandom in the world. It really is. So I can tell you that in my opinion, and from what I'm personally hearing, Man of Tomorrow, Man of Steel 2 is coming. Otherwise, Henry Cavill would just drop it and be like, I'm not Superman. I am no longer Superman. Please stop asking me questions about Superman. I'm here to talk about The Witcher. But he's not saying that. He gets asked about Superman in every single role he's doing in press junkets. Kind of like Robert Downey Jr. gets asked about Iron Man all the time during the Doolittle press junket. He was asked, but what about Iron Man died, okay? We know he's coming back for a What If show on Disney Plus, but he died. So forever, Superman, Henry Cavill is going to be asked about Superman. Even if he does come out and says, yeah, I'm no longer Superman, they'll be like, yeah, but will you come back as Superman? It's the same as Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck has said he turned the role down. He didn't want to produce the next Batman movie. He didn't want to be Batman no longer. It was no good for him. It would have destroyed his life. And that's literally what he's come out and said. He's still going to be asked questions about Batman for the rest of his life. It's just a stigma around these superhero roles that when you become a superhero, you're going to be asked about the question for the rest of your life for no real reason. So, as far as I'm concerned, Man of Steel 2 can come. But what I want to know, guys, down below is who would you put as the villain in Man of Steel 2? Now, I know most people are going to go to someone like Brainiac, or I've even heard people online saying Darkseid, but that really wouldn't work, I don't think, in a context of a standalone movie. I think it's right that they're not trying to build Justice League 2 up at the moment. Obviously, there will be a Justice League at some point because obviously Aquaman and Wonder Woman, they have got really popular following. So the Justice League can happen. They just have to build it up slowly, which no, it's not copying Marvel because there have been team-up movies before Marvel. Marvel did not invent the kind of team-up movies. And anyone that says that has never watched Power Rangers, have you? No, cool. So guys, let me know down below. Do you agree that Man of Steel 2 is literally confirmed without being confirmed, just based solely on Henry Cavill's comments in interviews over the last couple of years? And as recent as December in the Witcher press junket, he's literally telling you it's coming without actually saying it. So let me know all your ideas. Also, let me know down below what your plot be for Man of Steel 2. Would you recast Henry Cavill? I know it's a stupid question because most people would never recast him, but if you are going to recast him, who would you recast him as? And that's another weird thing. Everyone keeps saying he's being recasted, okay? Well, where is this person then? Because you're pushing a new Batman movie out, which really isn't needed, but it's going to be cool. I can't wait to see Robert Pattinson kill it. Can't wait to see him kill it in Tenet whenever the cinemas reopen. But it's interesting that we don't need another Batman, but you're pushing that really fast. Yet Superman, which is even more popular, maybe, you don't seem focused. I don't really know what's happening at Warner Bros. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. So guys, let me know down below. I will keep you up to date with all the latest and greatest pop culture based news. We cover a bunch of Marvel, DC, video game stuff on this channel, just to let you know. So like always, guys, please like the video, subscribe, share it with every single family member you've ever met. That would be cool. It would really help the YouTube channel grow. And if we ever get to the 100,000 subscriber mark, I will be giving away something freaking awesome. And if you want to reach out to me, wallstreetbusiness@gmail.com for business inquiries. And if you do want to start a conversation or chat anything to do with this kind of stuff, just reach out to me on social media and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe and comment. I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.